And good evening. Welcome to the Underpowered Pokemon Hour. It's Thursday night. It's my favorite night of the week because I get to do the Underpowered Pokemon Hour. And tonight I'm super excited because, as you can see me, or as you can see, no, to this side, Philip Karen is joining me tonight.
Can you believe it, dude?
Oh
Can you
man,
believe it? How long have you been running the show? So you've been running the show since probably September of
uh,
last year, and I
August,
have
September, yeah.
something like that. So you've probably done 20, 30 episodes, and I have not been on yet. So that is a crime. And we have to fix that tonight.
I,
So
I
that's what we're
and I,
doing.
I agree. When you said, "Hey, let's," can I jump on the show? I was like, absolutely, you can jump. Like, of course you can. And it's probably I'll take the fall on this one. It's my fault for not trying to facilitate this sooner. It's when two dance partners see each other across the room, someone's got to make the first move at some point. So thank you, sir. We're dancing tonight, and oh man, it's going to be awesome. So let me uh, let me ask you because I've seen you've been putting a lot of cool shorts up in on our YouTube channel lately, and I've seen a lot of collectible type stuff. I've seen a lot of like gamer swag type stuff, and as gamer adults, we've learned how to spend our money wisely on video games, so we have extra money for some of these cool things. So, uh, what kind of card games are you into? What kind of collectibles do you like to get into?
So for me, collectibles, I don't have much, but I do. I play a lot of Magic the Gathering, so I do have a couple Commander decks, and I bought a bunch of booster packs. And there's a guy in our Discord, Doctor Z. I actually
Mm-hmm.
meet up with him somewhat semi regularly to actually do some Magic in real time. The stuff that you see is typically my son's. So you can see all those. If you saw that short I did this morning, the Lego short that I put out. He
Yeah.
has all of those, and actually his our wall. Let's see if we can do this here. Let's see if we can get this going in a real way. You can see there on the wall we have all the built Legos, the different ships, the Batman, the Star Wars. There's a what is that? A
Oh
Robin
man.
Hood, like a Robin Hood in his castle with Little John, and a couple Star Wars ships. So um, yeah, that's kind of what we do here at the house.
I love it. I love it. So, and I know he's a fan of Pokemon cards, and maybe is he a fan of the show? I don't know if the show's maybe too.
Well, he saw it the other night, and
Yeah.
so he knows about it. And he actually, what he does, so you'll find this humorous, is that he actually has me set up the ring light and the microphone so that it's on, and he has like, so I'll get the microphone turned on for him, and then he just sits on my desk without recording anything and pretends to do his own pack openings. So you have been an inspiration without recording anything, and he just sits there and pretends to do it. So I think that he's drawing some inspiration. I told him last night that he could watch the show if he wanted to, and he watched it for a little while. And then I was like,
Awesome.
"You got to get ready for bed." And yeah, so he definitely knows about it, and he likes to
Awesome.
watch the shorts. The minute he sees a short, he's immediately like, "I want to go get my stash out and start building a deck."
I get it. I get it. That's awesome. I love hearing that. So let's tonight. What do we got going tonight? I want to kick tonight off with some fan mail as we reach into the mailbag here. And I've got a
Nice.
letter from one of our dedicated fans here, and we're gonna roll with our fan mail tonight. And let's take a look here. This dear Underpowered Pokemon Hour, longtime follower. I would call myself a super fan. Now I'm known for getting Primal. Can you get Primal for me? The L King. P.S. I love your cat. Well, Mr. King, I've got some. You sound to be pretty juiced, sir. I've got some juicy packs tonight, so we are getting Primal tonight because I have a booster box of XY Primal Clash. So excited to open this up, and at the end of the show, after that's done, I have a blister, and this is hilarious to me. If you can see, 13.99.
Wow.
Yeah, 13.99 was the original sticker price for this. This was $250. These are not cheap. but there are a chance and some real bangers in this tonight. So you might see me get really excited tonight. If anything tonight, that's it. So what do you say we break the seal on this box?
Let's do it. So it was actually really interesting because I was doing my research on these two sets since I knew very little about them, and to see what it does seem like the Double Crisis set has some much higher value towards the upper end as far as getting big hits. The Double Crisis has a much higher ceiling for what you can land.
It is, and the reason is because it's my first X and Y booster box, so I'm kind of like, okay, that's how that goes.
Nice, look at that.
Yeah, and it's like Double Crisis. What's interesting about Double Crisis is it's a very specialty set. 34 cards in the set, and most Pokemon, a small normal set's going to be 100, 120 cards. So less than 35 cards. That's different. It's also a set that I want to say before Elite Trainer boxes. So the only way you could get these sets is in these blister style packs. And it's, like I've talked about before, sealed stuff, it's the most surefire way to make money in Pokemon. And if you pick this up back in 2015, when these sets came out, if you pick this back up in 2015 at $13.99, I mean, you just made incredible money. These are better than savings bonds. Let's be honest.
That's so funny. Hey, lift up that. Show me the front of that Primal set again. Here's the thing. If you look at that, is there anything that feels so good as like an unopened box full of booster packs just sitting there with the endless, like right there in this state? This is as high as you get right here.
I love it so much. And the thing that's tough is these are now about X and Y. On the low end of X and Y, maybe $8-10 a pack for like Steam Siege. I think Steam Siege is probably less, but $15 a pack is quite a bit. And when I'm picking them up for for a 6-pack or something like that, and you get a suck pack, it's just kind of like, oh, that it hurts a little bit more. So the fun thing about opening a set like this, which I was able to do with Unified Minds last week, is you're really able to look at a set for the first time and kind of get to know it. You really get to see all the cards, kind of appreciate some of the artworks, because you can't find this stuff, and it's not. Well, it's not at Walmart.
And my opinion from watching your stream, like the Japanese artwork is just, to me, is 10 times better, just as far as the different complexities of the drawings and the different styles. I don't think you can go wrong.
Yeah, I will show you a direct example of that tonight, because I will have an English and a Japanese card, same card that they're going to be getting sent out to be graded. And you're going to see just how much cleaner the Japanese card is. The texturing is different on both, and it's clean on both cards. But it's just the Japanese. It just seems so much more sharply designed. But let's get into this box. Let's get her going here. I'm excited, and man, I know you are too. You are too, and I appreciate that.
Let's go, baby.
Appreciate that. So,
how many packs are on there total?
36 packs total. 36.
Ooh, we better get at least 8 winners. I'm calling it right now. At least 8 winners. I'm gonna flip my chair over if we get a hit on this first one.
So we're looking for Mega Evolutions, and we're looking for Primals, and there are secret rares in this set. I think they're item cards. Which that can be a little disappointing, but there are secret rares, and they're definitely worth getting excited about. So we are going to its X and Y. So that's 3 from the back, and we're going to get into this, Phil. Here we go. We started off with a Tentacool. And this is, like I said, seeing some of these artworks for the first time, just 2015, the style's a little different. I like it.
I like it too. I'm a fan. Okay.
I dig it. The dragon typing card's a little different. We got the low tab. We got the Soul Rock.
Let's go, kid. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, let's go. We got the nose pass. Some of these artworks are just so cool. Roll beat. We've got a reverse Bibro. And first pack is going to be a Nidoqueen. It's a non-hollow, but that's a cool, like I said, for a non-hollow, that's a cool looking card.
Yeah. The artwork's a little different than the other set. So that's cool. I'm down with it. I'm cool with it.
So, and that just means we got more of a chance of a hit in this next pack.
Remember,
try to be optimistic.
6 to 8. All right, 6 to 8.
Yeah. Ooh, that code card was flipped over, so I don't know if that means anything, but we got a Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick. And unfortunately, for a TCG player, from what I've seen, a lot of these item cards are just they're kind of power creeped out of the TCG universe. So there's
kind of useless, I would say.
Yeah, there's not very much play value to what's in these packs. So this is pretty much a what do we got here?
Here we go, baby.
What do we got? We've got a Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick full art. There we go.
Nice.
Awesome. Let me take a kind of a peek at that. It's top to bottom. It's a little heavy on the top. That's a cool trainer card. Haven't seen an. I don't actually. This is my first X and Y full art trainer. So Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick. There we go. Typically, Phil, if it's a waifu card, it's worth a little more. The guy trainer cards aren't.
Well, it's funny. So like you said, typically you're more into the collecting element of things, yes. But I like to kind of see the value. So I did look that one up. I have them on the side kind of as your assistant. And that one looks like in great condition. It's around $11. So there you go.
Yeah, it's probably a card that is worth grading. I'll take a little bit, because we're going to be talking tonight about the cards. It's kind of my chance to not really show off, just show off a little bit, but do an honest look at what I'm submitting to PSA this weekend, and I'm going to take a little bit of a closer look at it and see if it's something that's worth sending out. I suspect it might be. All right, we got Electros. We're going to go 2 in a row here. Okay, we got a Manaphy Hollow.
Cool.
We got a Manaphy Hollow. A regular Hollow X and Y. It's kind of about. It's kind of a hit. I would say it's not as. I don't know. If you're looking this stuff up real time, I love it. By the way, that's awesome.
Yeah, dude, come on, dude. We know that we're gonna we're gonna bring the value. I'm gonna look it up. I've got the websites open for both Primal and then the Double Crisis. So we're just gonna see just roughly in real time how well we're doing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I don't. And I always try to make the disclaimer when I open sets like this. Don't buy this. Don't watch this show and think I need to go and drop hundreds of dollars on an X and Y booster box, because to be honest, it's just the money's not there. The money's not there. Open a newer booster box with $300 cards in it, because I think the top value out of this set, it might be $50 for a raw.
So it looks to me like number one card here, at least on this site, suggests Primal Kyogre. Is that how you pronounce
Primal
it?
Kyogre?
Yeah, X Alpha 149 full art looks like $38.87.
Yeah.
So $38.
So you're not going to pull a card in this set that pays for this booster box.
Yeah.
You're not. It's just not going to happen. This is for fun. I'm doing this because I'm just jazzed. Oh, because I want to do it. So I know we got something behind here. What do we have behind here? There it is, a Primal Kyogre EX. I don't think that's the full art. I got to look at the number. Holy crap! I'm so happy to pull this card. Where is the number on that? I don't think it's the. Oh, it's so hidden. 53. So yeah, this is the regular Primal. It's got to be one of the top 10 cards in the box.
Let's see here. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah. It looks like it's the number 10 card in the box.
Number 10 card in the box.
There you go. So that one ranges in around I think $16. So there you go. What are we at now? We're on the set number 3. We already pulled the top 10.
Yeah, we've already pulled it. We've already pulled the top 10. I love it. So yeah, our first Primal card, and I love these artworks. I love the Japanese script. We're going to see on the Mega Evolutions are very similar to this, and we're going to see when because I'm grading some Mega Evolutions, and it's going to be really similar in style. So, man, we're getting off to a great start here, Phil.
Oh, I told you. I feel it. Let's get top 5 now. We're shooting for top 5.
We're shooting for top 5. Oh man, those double crisis cards are the big hits in that's what I'm really, really excited about tonight is double crisis. All right, so we got the energy retrieval. Grovyle, we got a middle evolution here. So I think I know this set has Blaziken in it. Are we gonna get some Sceptile and some Swampert action tonight? Maybe in hollow form. I think so. All right, we got a Probopass reverse.
Okay.
What do we got behind you there, Probopass? We got a Tangrowth.
That's fine. It's still kind of cool, but it's hard to top what we just did, 30 seconds ago.
Yeah. Oh man. And I know you checked out last week's. Oh, that one ripped in a way that. Oh man, am I gonna have to pull out the scissors? Like the whole back of this thing just.
Oh man, look at that! It's just shredded. They don't want you in. They know that we know that this one's a winner. They don't want you in there.
Well, I got the emergency.
Let's get that turned up a little bit there.
Is that an extra security feature of this one?
Yeah. That's how you know. That's how you know it's a winner immediately.
Oh man, I hope
if you gotta get the scissors out.
They sealed it up extra tight for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little extra glue on that one.
Alrighty there. And we're still the good thing about this this set is you're still kind of in the territory of people aren't resealing this set. People aren't. You can buy X and Y stuff pretty safely.
That's great.
Just on third party web, eBay is where I do a lot of shopping. Let's see. Okay, we got a Slugma reverse.
Okay.
And I always kind of slow roll it now. That Medicham, there we go. So
what's the card number on that one? 81.
81. Yes, sir. So it's a non-hollow action, but that's okay.
It's good. Okay.
I like those. I like the artworks on some of just the regular rare cards. Okay, here we go. Got the Groudon Spirit Link. Oh man, I hope that means you need a Groudon to use the Groudon Spirit Link, right?
I would say that they go hand in hand.
They go hand in hand. So does that mean?
I'm about to flip my chair over on this, Paul. If we get another Weedle, All right, come on, give us a winner.
Oh, we got yellow border. Oh, we got an electric.
Wah, wah.
Let's
Still
not
kind
put.
of cool though. Still
Yeah,
kind of cool.
it is. It is cool. It is cool. Like, I mean, it's not the banger, but
Yeah, sometimes you when you're not getting the money cards, you still got to just enjoy the artwork.
Oh
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
and you know, I looked at a lot of those Sun and Moon cards from the last opening. I was like, man, if this was just if this was a full artwork card, like if this took like the artwork on some of these basic Pokemon cards is so good that you almost wish they just made it like a full art textured, premium looking card. And it's not textured, but you get more of the artwork in the X and Y era. Yeah, there's the Electrike.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. We got some teammates here.
Okay.
We got Skitty action. Hey, there's Trico. What's up, buddy?
Okay, we're doing that guy. Kind of looks like a sword. That's cool. And then followed by Meditite, right?
Meditite, yes, sir.
All right.
We got the experience share. We gonna share something behind here? Azumarill. Okay. Man,
okay.
We're getting a little kind of cool off a little bit since we opened the box pretty.
How much did you get the box for? How much was the box itself?
It was, let's say, 400, somewhere around the 450 range
for the full box.
For the full box, which is not bad for some of these. Not bad for some of the X and Y sets. There are Sun and Moon sets, X and Y sets that are in the $1,100, $1,200 range for a booster box.
Nice.
So this is still. I kind of saw the opportunity to kind of open it up before it gets too much. The next generation of Pokemon cards is right around the corner, which is going to officially bump this one a generation older. So hopefully that does something for value. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some.
Here we go. All right, there's a possibility here.
We've got the teammate. I know that's a big card in the set.
What's that? It's 160. Is that the number?
160. Yes. 160.
Yeah, that's that is number 5 in the set. That is the number 5 most valuable card. So far we've got that one comes in at roughly, once again, these are just estimates, right? So we're not basing, but just to kind of give a reference on the value, $27.55. So $27 for that card if it's graded well. There you go. We got the number 5 polls. We got number 5. We got number 10 tonight.
Man, this box is. I'm liking the flavor of this X and Y box. It goes a little chilly, which I don't like, but then it comes back with some fire. So right on. We got the teammates. I get excited for Pokemon though. Like it's. I don't know if you watched the. I want to say, was it one of the Scarlet and Violet openings? I opened. I want to say I ripped like a $300 raw card, and it was a trainer card. It was a female trainer card, and I just didn't even realize it at the time. And I look at it like, oh crap, this is the second most valuable card in this set. Oh, Mudkip. That's a cool Mudkip.
Yeah, that's cool.
Wouldn't you want to? Okay, you're taking. Picture this. You're taking a walk. You see that face poking out at you from underneath the dock. You'd want to make friends with them, right?
Or eat them. I mean, it just depends on your mood, right? I mean, it depends.
Well, Mudkip is the what's that reptile? I feel bad forgetting because it's such a cool reptile. It's the Rhyperior,
cool,
non-hollow. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's the one that lives in water. Axolotl. Axolotl.
Is that what it's called? Is that the name?
Axolotl. Yeah, that's what Mudkip is. I want to say that's what Mudkip is based on. There's a sick Torchic.
Nice.
I like that Torchic. I'm setting that one off to the side for my. if you don't know, Blaziken is my favorite Pokemon. Gen 3 is my favorite gen, so pretty much anything Gen 3 I collect a little bit more. And Torchic is my favorite. There's Mudkip again. Peeking eyes. Maybe he's got something for us this time.
Let's go. Let's get it. Too many horsies.
Yeah, too many nose passes too. All right, and then there's the Excadrill. Yeah, we're still looking for. We haven't pulled an EX card yet. We haven't pulled a Mega yet. We haven't pulled a full art yet. It's a lot of possibilities. But the box has given us some good hits so far.
It has.
Which, opening a booster box it's kind of like riding a roller coaster, Phil. It's got its peaks, its valleys, its dips. It's, you wonder this early, man, have we had all the good hits so far?
No, and there's no way.
There's no way to know. You got to roll through it.
We got.
I think we got some heat left in this thing for sure. All right, got Solrock, we got Lombre, and there's a Swampert Hollow. Look at that.
That's a nice looking card. What's the number on that? 167?
36.
Okay.
I'm gonna sleeve that one up. I'm calling that one a hit. It looks so good. If you're in the Discord, we had a little bit of a debate today in the Pokemon channel about the best water starter, and I'm Team Mudkip. I'm Team Swampert. I don't think you can do worse.
I think I looked it up the other day. There's 1,500 Pokemon in total between all the gens. I think is that correct?
I want to say it's definitely over 1,000. I don't think it's 1,500, but over 1,000. I forget, and sometimes I see a Pokemon like, have I seen that Pokemon before? It's tough to keep track of them all. It was so much easier when we were kids. It was just 150.
I know.
It was 150. I could name each one, the number of each one, where it came in the decks. As we get to a Ludicolo, a little non-hollow there.
Cool.
Yeah.
So cool art.
I'm into it. Still looking for a Mega. Looking for maybe another Primal. Haven't seen Groudon yet. It would be a shame to get through this box and only see the one Primal. I don't think they'd do that to us. I don't think so
either. I mean, how could they?
It's underselling the whole thing.
Yeah, I would say so.
Bunnelby. I like the little Bunnelby right there. Okay. So we get to a Vulpix. Volbeat. Spheal. Here's the repeat ball. You get to another Mag Cargo. So you mentioned at the start of the show, and I know you play Magic the Gathering. Tell me a little bit about Magic, because I've always been curious about Magic the Gathering, and I've always kind of I don't. Pokemon cards are obviously very easy for me because I'm super into them, but I don't know really what to look for in Magic the Gathering cards. I don't know what's cool. I don't know what's valuable.
Well, honestly, neither do I. I know that they have so many cards, and a lot of it is built on strategy and rareness of the sets. And they're just like Pokemon, they're pushing out new sets every quarter. That I think that I looked it up. There was 70,000 Magic cards, unique cards or some absurd number like that. That exist. So people really a lot of times people pay lots of money to have certain powerful cards in their set.
So Magic, it it might actually be for gameplay, because I feel like Pokemon value within the actual trading card game doesn't really seem to translate into value of the cards. It might for I would say maybe for certain V-Star cards, certain cards that are desirable to build a deck, where you need four of one kind of a Pokemon in order to have a deck that works. So if people know.
So Magic did this really interesting thing that I didn't realize until I picked it up again recently, which was they kind of invented this new game mode where it's called Commander, where you can essentially build 100 card deck, and you can use any cards that you want except for a few, and that made all of these cards that were rare even more valuable because people would search for them to put them in their deck. So that kind of added to the value of the cards.
Okay.
Starmie. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here with that.
And this kind of confirms my experience with Primal Clash so far on the Pokemon Hour. Is pull rates are a little rough. Pull rates have been rough for me. That's why I was like, the booster box is at the right price. I'll get my hands on that and have a better chance at some awesome pulls. And we've had some cool pulls tonight, but this is the second to last pack in the first half of the box, and I've three pulls that are better than a holo. We got a full right side, to go.
Yep, we do.
And sometimes, well, what was Unified Minds was like that, actually, where I opened left, I opened left to right all the time, front to back, and Unified Minds is a little chilly to start, and then it heated up. It really heated up in terms of pulls. We get to a Whiscash. Whiscash. Right, and like I mentioned, this is the last pack of the left side of the box. So we got the Mega Aggron there.
We need to get this energy up.
Oh yeah. It can. Well, we're about to see some big hits here in a minute, because we're gonna take a break with this box, and we're gonna look at the first half of my PSA submissions. Kind of run through them real quick. We're gonna be seeing a lot of hits, obviously, and just kind of what I think it might grade, and anything particularly interesting about the card. There's a lot of really cool, valuable cards I'll be sending in. And
here we go.
What do we got?
We go. Let's go.
We got a Sharpedo EX.
Sharpedo EX, huh?
Ooh, nice.
Let's see here. Let's see if we can find this bad boy on here. Let's figure this. What's the number on the card?
It is. It's tough to read on this. It's white on white. It's 91, maybe.
You are correct.
Okay.
You are correct. That one rings in around $3.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like that, dude. That's a good. That's a good way to end the first half. A nice EX pull. Yeah. Get it in. We pulled the number 5 card in the set. We pulled the number 10 card in the set. Got an EX. There's still time.
There's still plenty there's half a box left, and that's technically 4 pulls. So prediction of about, and for sets that don't have hits in the reverse holo slot, that's actually about right. So box is doing well so far in terms of value. So I want to run through. This is kind of a rough first half of these submissions, and I'll kind of show how I'm going to be shipping these. And I'm still going to have to take these all out and individually go through. It's probably going to take me a few hours to do this, but so just kind of a rough little run through here. Recently, I did a first edition Fossil box break, and these cards came back in that box break for me. These are all first edition 1999 Wizards of the Coast. These are uncommons. and
Nice.
they're absolutely worth grading. No whitening on the back, corners, edges, everything on these cards is essentially perfect. Centering that'll be questionable, but this one in particular is interesting. A lot of hollow pattern cards, and I'm kind of holding it this way on purpose. A lot of Wizards of the Coast hollow pattern cards, most of them have sparkles and patterns on the hollow foil, and this does not, because this is an error card. This is a mirror hollow card, and there were limited runs of these where they had to use a different type of hollow foil.
Interesting.
So collectors report getting about 3 times the normal value on these error cards. So this one is definitely getting sent in for grading, and I think centering's off left to right. Probably going to come in at 9. I can always hope for that 10, but
what set is the Magneton from?
Fossil. So I want to say it's the 3rd set that came from Wizards of the Coast for Pokemon. So, all right, we're going to get into some bangers here. This one is the Entei V from last week's show. I think that might come back as a 10. Really looking forward to see what that brings. The Seaweed Samurott V-Star. We're seeing a lot of Crown Zenith cards. A lot of these I've opened on the show. Some I've opened just on my own. But the artworks on these cards, as you can see, they're fantastic. They're unique, different. And Phil, this was the card I wanted to bring up in particular, was this Darkrai V-Star. So we've got Japanese, English, and let me move these out of the way because I kind of want to show.
Yeah, look at the difference. Just look at the one on the right. Look at the lighting.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily where these are being held either. In the shot, it's just I've examined the texturing on these. The texturing on these is all really good, but it's a little bit more distorted on the English, and on the Japanese, it's a lot more clear. It's quite a bit cleaner. There is the differences between these two cards. It's more than just the language. But these are both awesome cards. Can't wait to see what those come in at. Japanese, I think to the collector, there's a lot of value there, and you can typically get those cards for less money, but they appreciate in value the same rate that the English cards do, and they typically grade better because the quality of production is just better. So those are a lot of my best Crown Zenith pulls. We're going to get into some gold cards here. Pulled the Lugia on the
Look
show.
at that. The Lugia, man.
The Giratina V-Star. Did I pull? I don't know if I pulled that on the show. A lot of these cards, I can tell 9-10 borderline. A lot of it's going to come down to the centering.
What set was Lugia from?
That was from Silver Tempest. So these gold cards are coming from, let's say, Silver Tempest, Astral Radiance, and what was the one in between? The one I was so excited to open, Lost Origin.
With the Lugia was a secret rare, wasn't it?
That is a secret rare.
Yeah, you have some good
some cash.
You got some good value in these cards. I was
just
looking up the Lugia while you were talking, and it looks like it's coming in graded well. It's coming in at $30, so that's good value for some of these cards.
Yeah, and a lot of those values are just, if you're looking at just straight values, those are raw card values. Those are ungraded prices.
Yeah.
So if the value of a 9 is more than the cost of grading the card, to me it's worth it. So
what's the average for somebody who's never graded a card? What is the average price for grading a card?
It depends on the service you use. PSA the last time I looked was $18 bulk. Sometimes they, and this was a few months back. I actually haven't looked recently, but bottom dollar last time I saw was 18. I had a $15 card special for bulk, and bulk is $25 and above.
Okay.
Or 25 cards and above, excuse me.
Got it.
And it's up to a certain value. There are, if you've got a raw card that I think is $500 or more, which that Magneton might be, there's a good chance it might be. The cost of that is more, and I'll have to figure that out when I go and see.
Yeah, for sure.
Companies like CGC, I think CGC might be a little bit cheaper. Very reputable grading service. They do half grades, which some people shy away from. 9.5s for, people say a 9.5 CGC card is a PSA 10, and that makes some people shy away. Some people are more motivated. So some people look down on PSA, for that. That's, that could just be a 9.5 card. It's not a true 10. It really just depends on how you look at it and how you evaluate these things. But that's up to each individual that's collecting to really decide, I think. So this card I've been holding here for a while should look familiar to those who watched on Tuesday. This was the big hit of the night on Tuesday. And this might be one of the first gold secret rare quick wobbles that's graded.
Yeah, I think so, because it's funny. I actually went onto eBay that night while I was watching the show. I'm like, nobody has this. Nobody's. Yeah. I mean, so when they do the grading of the Japanese cards, do they grade them? Are they less valuable in the U.S. market typically?
Typically, they are, and it's. I want to say. I mean, obviously, the English and Japanese. Well, I don't know if it's necessarily obvious, but English carries the most value. Japanese the second most, and all the other languages. There are Spanish cards, there are Thai language cards, there are French cards. And if you're just into the artworks and into the rarity, you can actually get like French cards at a bargain, like old school French stuff. I don't. To answer your question, yeah, the Japanese stuff is going to be a little less, and I think part of that is because the quality on English cards tends to be a little bit lower. I'm not saying poor quality, but Japanese cards just the quality's better. They tend to grade higher, so therefore you're going to have fewer examples of a 10 that exist in English, and that's just. It just kind of adds to the rarity of an English 10, an English 9, and it's reflective in what the market has out there. So get into some alt art cards here, and this is a big value card. This one I think has 10 potential. Just looking at the centering, I didn't see any whitening on the corners, the edges, so I'm very hopeful for this card. That was the alt art tag team from Unified Minds. This is another huge one that I pulled last year. This card in a 10, I want to say, is around the $300 range. The Sylveon VMAX from Evolving Skies. Glaceon V from Evolving Skies. It's got 10 potential. Just kind of comes down to the centering. That's another big card.
Nice.
The Mewtwo from Pokemon Go. This is the chase card of Pokemon Go. I think the centering is left to right too heavy on the left side, but this card will be a safe 9, and excited to see that one. This one was from the show I did with Shelby, and that was the mystery box show. I think this card's probably a safe 9. There's always an off chance at a 10. The centering doesn't seem too off to where it's going to automatically exclude it, but this came from and I haven't looked at that. Shinyvert, the Shinyvert alt art pack, and disappointed in the overall outcome of that pack, but it's okay. And these are just some of the normal alt art cards out there. Honchkrow V, that came from Brilliant Stars. Hisumi Lilligan, actually this one I think is going to come back at 10. This is from Astral Radiance.
Wow.
A lot of these are going to be in the $20 to $30 range raw. Alt art cards they're hard to pull. And funny that Raichu tag team card, I want to say that's the first alt art card I've actually pulled on the Underpowered Pokemon album.
Yeah, it's funny that you said that because I was looking. So you are correct. So I was looking at a lot of these cards that you brought up just on my own on that Pokemon website, and you are correct. A lot of them ungraded are coming in around $25. That's
Yeah.
ungraded. Like that Mewtwo card was ungraded. But I looked up that Raichu card, and what's that? What's that from again?
Unified Minds.
Yeah, I had selected that, and I actually did not see the one that you the artwork of the card that you had. It looks like they have a Raichu and a Loan Raichu GX alternate full art. I don't believe that that's what you pulled.
That is what it's going to be, the alternate full art. The full art's a little different. Um, I want to say it's like the number 4 card in the set from what I saw. Those are hard to find. Let me get you the actual card number if you want to look it up specifically. That was number 221 of that's 221 in Unified Minds.
So that one, just so you know, the Raichu and Alolan Raichu GX alternate full art ultra rare 221 is actually ringing in ungraded at $75.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
It does add, right? It does add some perspective, right? It's not you're doing it because you love the cards and the art,
Right.
and we love doing all the things, but it does add some context to the impact of a pull. When you say to somebody like, hey, this value right now, ungraded, just on the market, you can go on eBay and people are buying this for $75 right now, just this card. You go, oh wow, hey, I understand this. That's a big deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the market for collectibles, Pokemon cards, Beanie Babies, just Hot Wheels, there's all kinds of collectibles that are out there. It's a lot of time it's a long game. A lot of time it's when the economy is good and people have extra money in their pockets, prices on collectibles go up. And for me, I do it because I love doing it. I like having stuff that's unique, stuff that's rare, stuff that's valuable. I'm not actively selling stuff. I'm not trying to do that. But the next time that there is a big Pokemon card bubble, I'd be crazy not to look at my collection and say, what am I really attached to? What could I offload here? What could I make some serious cash on?
Yeah.
In the last, we were talking about graded card prices. When the bubble was really big, you couldn't send certain submissions to PSA, and it was like $100 a card. So just
yeah, I mean, so to give you some perspective, right? So I just hopped because I used to resell things and flip things in my spare time to make extra money. And I just went on, you can go onto eBay, right? And go to the sold section. So you can see what things actually sold for. And I went on, and that Raichu card that you have, the exact one, ungraded, sold today for $90 on eBay. So that's ungraded. That is pretty crazy to think about. People are searching for that. They want their collection to be complete. They want to, they're looking for that one card, right? Like my son found a card. I didn't look it up because he's young and he just said, I just want to have the card and have fun. And I said, that's fine. But like, people are looking for that one card, man. They want the one to complete their collection.
And that booster box, I think that was $475. If all you want is that one card, why buy the booster box? Why buy a booster pack? Buy the card. If that's what you really want, and you feel comfortable buying it in ungraded form, and you vet the purchase, you feel good about that. $90, it makes more sense than spending almost 4 times that.
Yeah.
So I do believe in buying singles. Like I said, this does not make sense to open a box like this. If I really want a prime, if I want the top card in this set, like you said, I'm spending $50 shipped for a raw card.
Yeah, and then and it's just some more context is that I find this quite interesting. They actually had one sell about 10 days ago on eBay. The transaction's complete. A PSA 10 of that Raichu, Alolan Raichu, for about $215. So that's just one card, right? And you have a huge collection of them, and they're graded, and you're sitting on these, and you wait for some big bubble, like a new game comes out or a new TV show, and everybody's back into it again, and they want that card, and you go, hey man, I don't know, I'm sitting on some investments here.
The next pandemic,
Yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah, people are sitting around bored with some cash in their pocket, and here we go.
It's the truth. So we're gonna move into some full art cards here, and this is a Gyarados full art from Scarlet EX. Absolutely, forgive my French, badass card. I love that card. I don't know what the value of that card is at all, but I'm into it. Like I said, these are just some of the better full art pulls. This one should be recognized. We previous show this one just a couple days ago. Full art Charizard. This I pulled with Casey in his office in one of the first underpowered Pokemon hours. The full art Charizard. This was a massive pull on the show. Honestly, this is one of my favorite cards that I've ever pulled. This one I think has 10 potential, to be honest with you too, and that would make me lose it. I pulled this a few days ago, full art Rayquaza, and I'm about it. Full art Mewtwo from Evolutions. I've got a few Evolutions cards I will be submitting. The problem with Evolutions in terms of value, and that's not the card, that's just a piece of something. In terms of value, is the set is just so heavily graded. The set was printed so much because it's an amazing set. I don't expect this card to be worth a ton of money graded, but do I want it graded in my collection? Absolutely, because I collect Mewtwo cards, and that's an awesome Mewtwo card. This one actually came from Unified Minds when I opened the first Pokebauer box on the show, the Rocket Box. That's a Mega Sableye and Tyranitar GX tag team. And then this full art, oh man, this is what happens when I see the Underpowered Pokemon hours. Eric also drinks when he has a nice pull. And Iron Tusk, Iron Tusk, full art Iron Tusk card. And like we said, there's 1,000 Pokemon out there in existence now, in their different forms and variations. You lose track, man. You lose track. So that's the first half of those submissions. I've got some real fire stuff coming up, but let's get back to this box. Let's get back to this Primal Clash box. Let's finish her up. And that's who I want to see.
I need too much stretches here.
I need to see some Groudon. So that was our little break. Look at some awesome PSA submissions, some cards that I'm really excited to have come back. And like I said, I think all of those cards, there aren't any that in there that I'm expecting to come back less than a 9. It's inevitable that some will. That's a part of it. If you've ever watched people do graded card reveals when they have their submissions come back, a lot of times.
All right, here we go. There it is. It's a winner.
There's the Primal Groudon EX.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Put it to bed.
That's number 86 of 160. So that's not the full, but that is both primals in this box. Of course, they're going to give us that.
What's the number on that card?
That is 86. 86, and I'm just taking a look at this one looks really well centered on the back, really clean on the front. Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Look at that. Let me show them both together now that
Primal Groudon EX, that is your number 9 of the set. So we pulled number 10, number 9, and number 5 out of the set in this box. Look at that.
I love it. Man, I'm loving the real-time updates too. I appreciate that. I appreciate you doing that for me. It's fun. It's fun, man.
I love it, man. Got to get it. There's got to be some stakes. As Shelby always says, there's got to be some stakes in it. I love some stakes. I love putting it on the line. We have, what do we have? 17 packs left if you count this one.
Yep.
Still time. Still time.
And we still could pull a mega. We still could pull a full art. Um, there's a chance at a secret rare. Secret rare would be crazy. I'd love a secret. There's a Mudkip reverse. There's Sceptile Hollow.
Wow.
That card's getting sleeved up. That's two of the three of the final evolutions from Gen 3. And Sceptile is my favorite grass starter. Excuse me, Trico. And
Trico is your favorite starter. I don't know much beyond Gen 1 as far as starter Pokemon. But I still believe in all of my infamy that Gen 1 is the best.
Gen 1, as in terms of nostalgia, is tremendous. It's probably always going to have my heart. I say Gen 3 is my favorite, but my best memories of Pokemon are Gen 1. And they are specifically of just, Casey lived down the street from me. He would bring his Game Boy over. We would link up in my garage, and we just sit there and play Pokemon and talk Pokemon and trade Pokemon. And Gen 1 was such a unique experience because of just the technology and there was no internet. The internet was in its infancy, but it wasn't a part of gaming.
Right.
At that point. And yeah, it really, that was when I think Pokemon, in terms of bringing people together, was at its best, because you legitimately had to come together to experience it. And I just don't think you can ever really replicate that. And Gen 1 just really does that. That being said, if you pick up a copy of Red or Blue now, it will frustrate you. It will drive you crazy. Here
it is. There it is. We got it. Pull it out. Get this winner.
And there's the Sharpedo full art.
Oh man.
Oh, look at Sharpedo there. He's coming at us tonight.
Isn't that the second one that you pulled?
We got the Sharp. Yeah, this is the second Sharpedo EX. So we did get we got the regular EX and the full art EX, and actually it's a good way to show the contrast and maybe a little bit of understanding of why one is called the full art and one is not. And as you can see, they both have the same moves. Both have the same HP. Oh, man.
Oh, that makes sense. It makes sense.
So it's just you roll up with an EX card, or you roll up with a full art EX card. It's like, ooh, this guy's serious. This guy's got it all. It's
it's a flex, man.
It's like having the GT model,
So that one is roughly, give or take, right, undervalued about $15. So you're doing good tonight. We have made our polls that we were hoping to make.
We have I'm hoping for a secret rare. A secret rare would be really cool. This box has been solid though. This has been a really solid box. And like I said, the right side has kind of relit the fire here. There's Groudon. Just a regular Groudon.
All right, that's a sign. That's a sign.
I would love to see a Groudon full art, or one of the full arts of the primals. Those are the big hits. The 1 and 2, I think, are the full art Primal Groudon and the full art Primal Kyogre. And either one of those showing up would make me. I'd flip my chair. We'd have a chair flipping showdown. It's the energy retrieval.
All right.
The Electrike, the Drillbur. Oops, Skitty. Grab a little too much there.
You're getting excited here.
Oh, there's a Kyogre reverse. That's where it's setting off to the side. That's where it's setting off to the side. And there's the regular, the non-hollow Sceptile. Non-hollow subtype.
All right, how many packs do we got left here on this?
I can't even. Probably about a dozen packs. I actually want to hit pause real quick because we talked about it. We talked about a giveaway on the show. I completely bypassed it. So eager to get back into that box. If you watched last week's show, I talked about there being a giveaway on this week, and we pulled this tag team Mega Sableye and Tyranitar card, and I promised this was going to be included in our little giveaway. So if you are watching tonight, if you are a Twitch subscriber, you could win this card tonight. And I'm going to throw in another card right now from another previous opening. If you subscribed on Twitch, this Gyarados EX, the Terraform EX card with the extra sparkle, the extra texturing, I want to give this to you for supporting us on Twitch. So those two cards, I have more cards that I'm going to be including in this giveaway. I'm going to talk about those later in the show. But for our Twitch subscribers, our big supporters, the people that give back to us, I want to give back to you tonight. And that's just a couple of cards I want to send your way. So
that's super cool.
Yeah. So we're going to have some more we're going to get to with that later. But let's get back into this box. I dropped the ball on a clean segue, but that's okay.
All right, man. We were into it. We were feeling it.
Yeah, I think we both just wanted to dive back into this box here. The good pull rates tonight. So far this is right. I mean, I think we might have an above average box. I don't know. This is definitely been one of the better boxes. I'm pleased with this one. I'm pleased with this one. I'm satisfied with it. All right, Excadrill, and
Starmie. This is the second time you've burned us.
Yeah, Starmie's kind of trolling us a little bit right now. That's okay. There's Mega Gardevoir. Still looking for a Mega. Still looking for a Mega Evolution. I would love to pull one of those. Add to the stack of Megas that I'm sending in, which we'll be taking a look at here once we're done with this box. Let's get the weakness policy. I think that's actually a trainer card that still holds some weight. Oh, there's the other Weedle. There's another Weedle fill. We got Barboach. Little Horsey reverse. As we hit the Delicatty. I
haven't given up.
We never give up here.
Haven't given up on a top. We've already gotten a top 5, right? Because we hit a number 5. I have not given up on a top 3 here.
I haven't either. And this is, I'm just taking a look. This is 160, so it's not a huge set. Not a huge set. So I feel like the opportunities are there. That's a cool Mr. Mime.
Yeah, the pinkish color is really like kind of a deep pink on that one.
The fairy energy went away. You don't get fairy energy anymore. So it's, yeah, like I said, we're in a generation where you're seeing some weird stuff. You're seeing some stuff that just, it's like, oh, it's different. It's interesting. Barboach as we hit the spin to reverse.
Come on, kid. There it is.
And the Mega Aggro, there's our first Mega Evolution tonight. There's our first Mega Evolution. It's the Mega Aggro. Let me sleeve that bad boy up.
Is that number 154? Is that what we're looking at?
We are looking at, oh man, the numbering on these is so terrible with the way that they've done the color. Do I need glasses? Is this the episode where I realize that I'm getting so old I need glasses?
Oh, you're there, man. You need those. You need to clock in on some bifocals.
I want to say this is 56. 56. It's not the full art, But any regular Mega Evolution, this one's
Nice.
some of these are definitely going in the graded pile tonight. Some of these are definitely getting sent out, and that's partially why I've opened up a couple of expensive boxes recently. Is I'm doing a little kind of that final push before I send my best cards out. And you know the disappointing thing about grading cards, I might not see these cards again for a year, Phil.
What's the grading time on these?
So when I sent a 10 card submission to CGC last year, it was a Marsh Stomp, and that submission I think was out for 3 weeks, and or maybe about a month. The turnaround time with CGC was pretty good, and the only issue I had was the shipping, and that's because FedEx delivered my package from Florida all the way to California, got to my delivery center in my town, and then shipped my package all the way back to Florida. And it took an additional week. I was pissed. I was furious. I was an absolute anxious wreck, and yeah, it was not a good time. And I think it was just somebody just sorted package into the wrong bin. Here's the thing with work mistakes. Depending on the line of business you're in, this is some real life talk here. A minor mistake for you in your line of work could be a real headache for somebody else, and sometimes we don't really realize that, and it's just kind of the nature of just a simple mistake by a package handler, and you don't hold anything. It's one person probably screwed up, and
it's a delicate system.
Yeah. So, I try to think about things in those kinds of terms when stuff goes down and stuff goes wrong. There's a Medicham Hollow. There we go. When stuff goes down in those terms, it's okay. Really, what happened here? Why did my package go all the way? I could be like, oh, FedEx, they don't know what they're doing. No, actually, one person probably screwed up, pushed the wrong button, put it in the wrong bin. I got my cards. Life is good. We move on. So grading cards, it doesn't seem to be risky. I'm probably, this set, I'm probably going to have some kind of package insurance with it. And part of submitting cards is doing a full estimate of the value of what you're submitting. And that's something I'm going to have to do. And I'll be revealing that on the next show is what was my estimated raw value of all this stuff that I'm sending out. So it's gonna be a bit. It's gonna be a few thousand at least. So there's a wish cache again, and we're getting down to about a half a dozen packs left here.
Come on, kid, let's do this.
It's Primal Clash box. So we've had a lot of pulls. Like Sun and Moon, the second half of the bot or the right side seemed to be a little bit more happening. There we go. We got Needle Queen. There's another Marsh Stomp, Marl, Surskit, Zigzagoon again. Where's that Trico? He keeps popping up. Bunnelby and the Digger's Bee. Okay, so we get the if you're a Bunnelby and a Digger's Bee, if you're a fan of that evolution line, that pack was right up your alley. And there we go. We got Kyogre on here. Do we have another big hit? Do we have a full art Primal card or a full art just Groudon Kyogre card? Got one in this box. Do we have a secret rare maybe? We're going to find out. It's not going to be too long before we find out. There's a Linoon, a little Slugma. There's Nidoran, Trapinch, Spiel, Torchic, Barboach, and Whalewing.
All right, what do we got? How many packs you got left? We got to know the stakes here.
4 packs here, Phil. 4 packs.
4 packs.
4 packs. We have pulled 1 EX card, 1 full RDX card, 1 Mega Evolution, and both Primals. So I'm calling this night a success already, but do we have something else big in these 4 packs? Do we have something else big? I sure hope so. I sure hope so.
All right.
It's a roller coaster. Roller coaster of emotions.
Oh, I'm jacked out of my seat right now with 4 packs left.
Well, we haven't even hit double crisis yet. We haven't even hit double crisis yet. That the stakes are so high with double crisis, Phil. Like I am.
Well, the funny thing is that I was looking at the value of the cards, and there are essentially 2 cards that are winners, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Super high stakes. Super high stakes. But if you want, oh man, and it feels like 34 card set. 28 card, yeah, and the unique thing about Double Crisis, 7 cards per pack. These are all 10 cards per pack. These regular booster packs. So, 28 cards. I don't want to jinx anything. I'm just the stakes are very high with Double Crisis. Stakes are very
final
high.
3 here. Final 3 packs.
3 packs. Here we go. There's the Gardevoir Spirit Link. I'll take a Mega Gardevoir. Let's get to the Silent Lab.
Let's go, kid.
Let's go. There's a Wailord EX.
Wailord
EX card in here. That's probably like a $3-4 card, but that's gonna be number 38. It's gonna be number 38. A nice little EX card.
Nice.
Add to my collection of EXs.
Okay, what are we down to the final 2 now?
Last two here.
So to recap, so far we've pulled out of value in the set. We've pulled the number 10 card, number 9 card, number 5 card. Those were our top 3 major pulls as far as valuable cards in the set. We have not broken the top 5 in a while.
We have not, unfortunately. I mean, it could very well happen right here, though. Very well happen right here. This is Mudkip, Phoebus, Illumise, Hippopotas again. As we get to the Gorbis. Haven't seen that card tonight. It's an interesting card, interesting Pokemon. That's one that I'm like, have I seen this Pokemon before? Have I seen you before?
Is this real?
Is this real? Is this an actual pack? Is this fake? Okay, so we got our last pack here. Last pack of Primal Clash. Hoping for a secret rare. Hoping for a full art Primal card, or full art either a full art EX card of Groudon or Kyogre. But this box has been a good box.
I would say so. Box. Yeah.
All right. Here's the Groudon Spirit Link. Ooh, please be worth something, Groudon Spirit Link. Solrock. Bird. Nose Pass. Volbeat. Celio, and this is our last card for Primal Clash.
No dice.
No dice. It's a Beedrill. It's a Beedrill. That's okay. That's okay.
That's all right. I feel good. We broke. All I care about, right, is we opened the set, 36 packs. We broke the top 5. Top 5. Number 5 being the number 5 being the trainer card, right? That was your number 5 tonight. So that's cool. That was our best pull of the night, I would say, financially.
Definitely. So let me do a little recap here, kind of moving these around. So the hollows in particular that I'm juiced about is Sceptile. As I see Shelby enter the chat. Shelby, welcome to the show. There's a Swampert. Shelby, stick around. I'd love for you to get a shot at this giveaway. It's going to be awesome.
So for those of you tuning in right now, I see that the numbers are going up. We are doing a giveaway for a Twitch sub If you are subbed to our Twitch, we are going to turn subscribers only chat here soon. And what are they standing to win if they are subbed?
Let me show you real quick as I kind of move through these. Just last four hits, and actually, we're looking at 8. I think you were right on the money there, Phil. 9 pulls. 9 pulls.
Yeah.
So a little above the if the over under was 8, we hit the over for sure. And then the 2 primals, really happy to have those. Those are both getting graded for sure. And yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Phil, because we mentioned these 2 cards. Mentioned these 2 cards that have been pulled on the show. And actually, I want to give away 2 cards that were pulled just 2 days ago. And these are from Triple B, just came out. Like I said, Scarlet and Violet are not even available in English yet. I want to give you the Clodsire EX and the Meowscarada EX. I want to give you these 2 cards and send them your way. So I've got one more card I want to talk about in a little bit, and do we want to talk about that now, Phil? Do we want to talk about that final card now? What do you think?
Sure. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, let's do it.
I think so. So before we move on to Double Crisis and I start showing off more Pokemon cards, I want to talk a little bit about banned Pokemon cards. And banned Pokemon cards are interesting. And a lot of reasons that some of these Pokemon cards were banned were the Japanese to English translations were, not translations, but artworks were insensitive, just cultural, the cultural translation between Japanese and English just did not go over well. So, for example, the Jinx artwork was too, the skin was too dark. It was deemed to be a caricature, and so they lightened the skin tone on some of the Jinx cards.
Interesting.
As you can see on the side by side. So, and some cards they actually didn't. Like this example here, the Japanese to English, they didn't. This one in particular, though, I want to talk about tonight because this card is going to be a part of our giveaway, and this is Grimer being grimy, or as I call it, Grimer the Perv.
It's so funny. I never noticed that before.
So on the Japanese version of this card, Grimer is poking his head out of the manhole, and he is looking straight up. And in the English version, nope, he's not looking straight up. He's looking straight ahead, like you should in the gym. Look straight ahead. Don't look around. Don't let your eyes wander. This was deemed insensitive, and they talked to the person that wrote that drew this, and they said no, that was not the intention. They did not want it to look like Grimer was looking up a passerby's skirt. They wanted it to they didn't think about it that way. But as it says down here, although the artist wouldn't admit to her actual intentions, you can decide for yourself whether or not they're telling the truth. So just we're not going to get into banned cards a ton there, but I want to segue that into tonight. You can get your very own, as I build extra anticipation, your very own graded Grimer the Perv, sent straight to you from us on Underpowered from 1990s. This is an actual legitimate vintage graded card from 1997. With the Japanese, the Pocket Monster back. It's a CGC graded card. I wanted to make sure that we were giving away an authentic card, and that's we're legit on the Underpowered Pokemon. We like to have fun. We also like to keep things straight up, and I'm not going to take any chances. So I want to send you, in addition to some of those cool pulls on the show, for your graded collection, for your personal collection, for you to just have a laugh whenever you see it, I want to send you this graded card. So at the end of the show, we are going to do our giveaway, and we're going to announce it, and you could get the all together. I want to send you 5 cards, and just 5 cards from the show as a thank you for being a supporter to us, because we love you. We love you.
I love
And
that. That's super
the
cool.
show is about you out there, and yeah, having a good time. So let's see. Do we want to get into Double Crisis here?
Yeah, let's do it. So here's the deal with Double Crisis, okay? There are 2 cards in this set that are absolute winners. That's pretty much it for this set, right?
Yeah.
So the 2 cards that we are looking for, Team Aqua's Kyogre EX full art, Team Magma's Groudon EX full art. Those are the 2 cards that if we get those, it's an absolute winner.
Yes. And I purchased this 4-pack for $250. This is a hard set to find. As you can see, the original sticker, $13.99, which is why you should keep your cards sealed and don't open them.
That's exactly right.
So I'm opening this incredibly carefully. I purchased this in a blister just to be on the safe side. Once you start getting with some of the more rare stuff, you start running into reseals, counterfeits. So I'm just opening this incredibly carefully. I don't want to destroy everything. That popped off nicely there. And so this little 4-pack does come with a cool little, I think that's a little Team Magma coin. And it comes a little pin there. And the ad, and yeah, it's 4 booster packs. Oh, we got a code card too.
So we have 4 chances. How many cards are total in this set?
I think it's 34 cards. It'll be 28. So yeah, here's the just what's new in Pokemon TCG Double Crisis, and this looks like just a regular checklist of the cards. So yeah, 34 cards total. 34 cards.
I'm sweating. I'm sweating right now.
I am as well, and this is actually double sealed here. So these 2 in the back.
Well, HG, I will say, nice to see you in the chat. I am working on your cupcakes. If you stick around, you comment, you can win a bunch of these cards, which are worth, I think, a lot more than cupcakes. So I haven't forgotten you, but hang out there. Top value on these 2 cards, ungraded, about $80, $75, $80 for the winners. Dude, I think we're going to pull it.
You think so? Okay. So I checked the pack trick. I think these are 2 from the back. So we're going to start with the Double Crisis Kyogre pack. Okay, here we go. And any of these, some of these hollows, I might send out to be graded, just depending on what they are. Okay, all right. So we've got no code card. We go 2 from the back. And let's see what we got here. Okay. All right. We got a Magma Pointer. I'm so nervous right now.
Let's do it.
Aqua Diffuser. Thanks for the hype in the chat there, Shelby. We got Team Magma's Lyron. Team Magma's Aaron.
So pausing that one there, I believe that this is the number 3 card in the set as far as value. Mightyena. So it looks to me like Team Magma's Mightyena is worth about $650. And it is the number 3 card of value in the set. So you did pull the number 3. Look at that.
Okay, we got a reverse. We got Team Aqua's Carvana. All right, and I think we're going to get to... And we've got Team Magma's Aggron Hollow there. There we go. Okay, so we do get a Hollow with our first pull, and I'm going to sleeve this Hollow as well as that Mightyena.
Well, and here's the thing, right? So I looked at the Aggron. Aggron is around $4. To give perspective, right? Those 2 cards alone almost have paid for essentially the pack that you just bought, right? In theory, if they They come back. That's kind of how it works, right? If it comes back in your mind, if you're conceptualizing how it works, you've essentially paid the $13 for the pack with those 2 cards.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So we're going to move to the Groudon pack artwork here.
But here at Underpowered, we only care about one thing: pull in the number 1 card.
That's what we want.
We don't want the number 2. We don't want some crappy, right? No foil, basic Pokemon. We want the full art.
We don't want suck packs here. We want sick packs, not suck packs. Okay. Team Aqua's Great Ball. Aqua Diffuser again, so that's our first dupe. Team Aqua's Grimer. Okay. Team Aqua's Aaron again. Team Aqua's Celio. The Magma Pointer. And we've got Team Magma's Claydol Hollow. Okay. Sleep up that hollow real quick. 2 down, 2 to go. All right. Double Crisis.
I'm feeling like I'm in a crisis right now.
I am too. I can't even talk. I can't even think. I'm just. Okay, 2 from the back. This one is it. You can feel it. I hope so. Team Aqua Admin. Got the Magma Pointer. Team Magma's Lyron again. Don't like seeing the dupes. I don't like seeing the dupes. The Aqua Diffuser reverse.
We might have it. Pull it.
Oh my God! Yes! Yes!
That is it. I think that is the holy cow.
That's 1 or 2. That's 1 or 2 right there. Oh my God! Yes.
What's the number on the card?
15.
Yep, that's your number 2.
Oh,
I can't believe you just pulled a 75. I cannot believe you just pulled a $75 card out of there.
Wow. This was the one I wanted the most. I know Kyogre was the more expensive one, but this was definitely the one that I wanted. I played Ruby growing up. Groudon was has always been my preferred legendary. I am so freaking excited to have this card in my hand right now. I cannot even explain how excited I am to have this card right now.
Ungraded, that is a $75 retail card.
This card graded could pay for the whole 4-pack right there, and I don't plan on getting rid of this card either. Phil, we got it. We did it.
We did.
We did it, and we still have one more pack. We still have one more pack to go. Oh man.
And to add some context, Team Magma's graded. Team Magma's Groudon 15 ultra rare double crisis EX, $100 on eBay, sold last week for that card alone.
Well,
to add some context to the stakes.
Okay, so we're looking to see if we can't double it up or get the Kyogre here. Oh man! So last pack of the night here. Last pack of the night, and then we're gonna do a quick run through of the remainder of my my graded submissions. Oh man, I can't believe that just happened. I cannot believe that just happened. So there's Team Magma's Numel. And we get to our last card of the night.
No.
And we're going to get Team Magnus Claydol again. And I'll tell you what, because we doubled up on this, I'm going to toss this one here. It's a double Crisis Hollow. I'm going to toss this into the giveaway tonight. So I want you to have a double Crisis card out there. Hard set to find. It's like I said, if I hadn't have pulled that, if I did not pull the Team Magnus Groudon, I would have lost big on this opening. But that makes it worth it right there. So tossing this into the giveaway pile. And you know what? I want to as I look through I do have some cards nearby. I want to throw one more card into there. And I want it to be something that popped up on the show. Let's see. You know what I want to do? I want to throw in the Skeledirge from Triple Beat. So you get the Skeledirge, you're going to get the Meowscarada, and a couple of those are the first of the Gen 9 starters. So adding those two cards to the giveaway. And before we announce the giveaway, Phil, I do want to run through the rest of these graded cards real quick.
That's it, man. So to recap, while you're getting yourself set up and doing the maintenance there. So for those just tuning in late tonight, we opened two different sets, Primal and Double Crisis. From Primal, we pulled the number 10, number 9, and number 5 value cards in the set. And from the Double Crisis, we pulled one of the two most valuable cards in the set for the night. So I would say that this is a big winner. Definitely some big hits tonight.
This has been the last couple of weeks on the Underpowered Pokemon Hour. We've had the luck, we've had the fire, and I love it. So let's run through these real quick so we can get to the giveaways. The Dragonite V-Star Secret Rare, that was from Pokemon Go. The Japanese Lucario V-Star. The Japanese Simisear V-Star. The Charizard V Japanese. This is in English, this is everywhere. In Japanese, this is actually a bit more valuable. From V-Star Universe, the Charizard V. One of my favorite cards from V-Star Universe is the Deoxys V-Star, Regigigas V-Star. We got the Hoopa V. And Phil, that card I was talking about earlier, that was the full art trainer that was worth so much money. This is that one. This is the nurse card from Violet.
Wow.
And when I looked it up initially, when I pulled it, I think this was going raw for about $300.
Wow.
So I don't know if you want to verify that. Like I said, it's the full art nurse, 100 out of 78 from Pokemon Violet. I think it's Violet. Ridiculous. And this is another one. Just another crazy full art trainer card. Elsa Sparkle. And this was, I think this is from V-Star Universe, that worth a couple $100 just because it's a waifu card. Speaking of which, there's these are my trainer cards that I'm sending in. The Melanie and the Cynthia's Ambition. I think both of those have the chance to come back at 10. This is actually a huge card from Astral Radiance. One of the top pulls in the set is the Starmie V. This one is really well centered in really good condition. I hope this comes back at 10. I have Rayquaza VMAX Gold, Pikachu Gold. These are all subset cards, and the Mew VMAX Gold. I believe those were all pulled on the show. I love this card so much. If you know me, a Blaziken fan. The Blaziken VMAX, that's getting sent out. Rayquaza VMAX from VMAX Climax, that's getting sent out. Mimikyu VMAX pulled this in Casey's in Casey's office with him that night. I think that's coming back at 10. This one's interesting here. I want to talk about this one for just a second. This Turnitus V. It might not. I mean, it's a cool card in its own right, but if you notice, The top to bottom centering on the board with the borders is really, really bottom heavy. I expect this card to actually come back as an error card. And I'm curious to see if it comes back as an error card. And a lot of people go out there and collect error cards specifically. So I'm keeping an eye on this one in particular. It's not going to grade a 10, but I think this might be a really unique card in my collection. I talked about the Mega Evolution cards earlier. Mega Pidgeot full art from Evolutions. Mega Venusaur EX full art from the very first Underpowered Pokemon Hour. This was the huge hit of the night. Back me and Casey on the very first show. This card means a lot to me. I pulled this actually on the only time I've opened Pokemon cards on the podcast with Casey and Sean. The Mega Rayquaza EX from Rolling Skies. That's a huge card in the set. Mega Blaziken. You cannot pull this card from the pack. This came from a collection box that I paid too much money for, but like I said, Mega Blaziken is my guy. Had to get this card. That's getting sent out. Reverse Charizard from Evolutions. This one probably is coming back a 9. Centering, maybe they'll be nice. Maybe the guy who's grading the cards, drinking on the job, can't see straight, and he gives me a 10. I hope so, but we'll see. And the last few cards been pulled fairly recently. These are all tag team cards. Marshadow and Machamp, Garchomp and Giratina, and the non-alt art Raichu and Alolan Raichu. And these last few cards, this is where you can go ahead and hate Eric, because I'm going to show you 5 cards, but ridiculous. Radiant Charizard.
Wow.
I have 5 in English. I have 2 in Japanese, and I have 1 of the Go.
And what set is this from?
This one is from Pokemon Go. These 2 are from V-Star Universe, and the English are from Crown Zenith, and that's just me being incredibly lucky with Crown Zenith. Nothing else. Typically, if you get an ETB, you're gonna get a Radiant card, and I just got really lucky. Next level of Hey Eric.
So on the Charizard cards, for the ones that were from Pokemon Go, are they number 11? Is that what they are on the card? Just to add some perspective.
Oh, absolutely. Let me check that for you. Yes, number 11.
So just to give perspective to those that are being graded, eBay, right? We always use those as a reference. What has already sold, not speculatively, because often people overprice their cards when they're trying to sell them, but what the transactions that are actually complete. Each of those Pokemon Go ones, if they're graded, is between a 9 and a 10, is around $65 each.
Yeah. So I always say grade your Charizards if they're good. I'm grading all those suckers. And I might give one of those away when those come back. So stay tuned. Like I said, I have no idea when those are coming back, but those are coming back, and I might want to throw a Radiant Charizard at somebody at a loyal Twitch subscriber. The secret rare Pikachu, I from Crown Zenith, I want to say number 5 or 6, and so I pulled 3 of these suckers. I love this card, and yes, those are all getting graded as well. Last 2 cards, but really it's 2 of the last 2 cards. For some reason, I got lucky enough to pull 2 of the Mewtwo V-Stars. This is my favorite card in Crown Zenith. And it's just, the artwork is so intricate. It's so awesome. You've got Charizard in the background. I love this card so much. And maybe I've got 2 10s in my hand. So I'm going to see
so then perspective for me, because I always love adding this, right? The Pikachus, all of those Pikachus averaging good grades, averaging $35 each. And the those Mewtwo's you just showed, sold today, right? This isn't sold 6 months ago. This is right now, right? $80.
Yeah.
$80 for each of those. Yeah. So tons of value there.
So this is the last 3 cards I'm going to show. It's 1 card, and this is Hey Eric time.
Wow. What set is this from?
So these 2 are from Crown Zenith, the Arceus V-Star, and the centering on these cards is nothing less than, from my eyes, perfect. Condition on these is perfect. And then the Japanese from V-Star Universe. So these are essentially the same cards.
And those, right? PSA 9s sold today, $80.
$80
each.
Mm-hmm.
Today, not 6 months ago, not in December, like as in this morning, $80 each.
Yes.
So that's crazy. It adds some perspective onto what the value is of those.
And the value is going to be lowest right now. Well, the value on some of that stuff is probably going to it might slide a little bit because some of those numbers have come down. Release cards are really high, but Crown Zenith has been out for a little bit now, so some of the prices are starting to normalize there, and that's pretty much what market's going to be for a while until it goes up. So in terms of polls for tonight, this card is absolutely getting sent out, and just doing a quick eyeball, both Primal cards are being sent out for sure. I have to, no choice. The Teammates card, I think it's the centering top to bottom is going to be rough. It's probably going to pull a 9, but it's still like the number 5 card in the set, so that's getting sent out. I want to send the Sharpedo out, the full art. A full art XY card is really cool. I'm going to take a closer look at it, kind of look at the value, see if it's worth it, and probably going to throw the Mega Aggron into the mix as well. I'm grading all of my Mega Evolution cards, so those are going into the pile. In total, Shelby, I've probably got about 90 cards that I'm sending out in bulk, so it's going to be kind of pricey. Thank God for adult work bonuses; they're great things, and it's kind of and beneficial tax time. So, anyways, Phil, let's turn on subscriber only chat and let's give some Pokemon cards away because I want to. We're at the end here. I want to give some stuff away. And just as a recap, I'm gonna just kind of show what you could what I could send to you. So from Double Crisis, Team Magma's Claydol might not be the most amazing card that that package is getting insured for sure. So yeah, Team Magnus Claydol might not be the most exciting, but this is actually a rare card. This is actually kind of a rare card that you can have in your collection. From Tuesday's opening, Meowscarada EX, Skeledirge EX, and Clodsire EX. The Gyarados, the Terraform EX card. This one's got some extra sparkle, some extra goodness to it from an awesome Pokemon. And then the tag team Mega Sableye and Tyranitar card. And of course, as earlier, Grimer the Perv. So do me a favor, drop me a Diglett hype in the chat right now if you are a subscriber, and we're gonna figure this out right now. Who's getting these cards? Because I want to send these to somebody. Any subscriber is open. Nobody is excluded.
Yeah, we'll give it. Let's give it 30 seconds and let's see who.
Give me 30 seconds. Drop me a Diglett hype in the chat. Like I said, I want to give these cards away. That means you, Shelby. Drop in the chat. Drop that Diglett hype in the chat. Drop that Diglett hype in the chat, just like Shelby did.
And so we have right now your choice. I'm going to let you decide, right? I'm going to let you decide, Eric. So far, we have 2. Remember, if you are subscribed, you could win all the cards he just showed. I'm going to let you pick who the winner is. When you feel ready to decide, you can either give it to Shelby or you could give it, oh, look at that. You could give it to HG, who gives you, it looks like 370 Diglett hypes. So it's kind of up to you to see who you want to give it to.
Okay. And Phil, give me some honest feedback here, Phil. Are you has HG won anything else on the channel? Has HG been?
HG lost. So he entered a giveaway earlier this month and lost to Meg the Mighty. So it may be time to send our boy HG a little love. I think you're thinking what I'm thinking. He did find the Diglett hype in the chat. He went and took the time to look for that. I think that he may it may be his time.
It might be his time. And you know what, HG? Thanks for tuning in tonight, because it is going to be your time. Shelby, one of these days, I'm going to send you some awesome Pokemon cards. And I really want to, Shelby. I really want to. And you know what? I might figure out a way to do that, to do that anyway. I might, you know, might fix one of these in the future for you. But let's give it to HG tonight. So HG, I think you're in our Discord, so I'll reach out to you in Discord. Just get the info from you, and I'm gonna send you those awesome cards next week. I'll probably hit the UPS store. I don't know if I want to really trust anybody else, because I'm going to do that at the same time that I ship off my my cards to be graded. So, anyways, yeah, congrats HG again. Appreciate you being a great supporter of all of us here. So yeah, I'm gonna get those sent out to you, and that pretty much that kind of does it for us tonight, Phil.
Yeah, I think that we end the show on a high note. I've had a lot of fun. It's been great. What a energy filled night. It was super exciting, and we had a good time. We got some good pulls.
Yeah. Anything you've got coming up you want to talk about? Anything channel related? You know,
we're chugging away on the shorts. We're doing some different funny things, and then Backlog Battler next week. Shelby and I do the Backlog Battler. We'll be doing that next Thursday at this time, and that's it. Just keep doing it.
Yeah, and I will be back next week with another Underpowered Pokemon Hour on Friday. I think we might. Don't quote me on this. Maybe Dice Night next week. Might be a Saturday night thing. I know if you're a Dice Night person, it's been a minute. I've been wanting to get back into it because I'm a player. I want to play. That is going to do it for us tonight on Underpowered. So might catch us on the odd stream this weekend. I'm trying to get some things working on my end, and Phil, you're the wild card at night. Sometimes who knows? You're always
you're right. If I feel compelled, right? Well, the computer. I mean, here's the thing: the computer's upgraded. I'm out of town this weekend, but Friday night maybe a Diablo 4 beta stream. We'll see. I got the new graphics card in. I got the new RAM in. So we'll see if the computer doesn't fry this time.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to that. I know you watched me play some Diablo on stream a while back. I'm looking forward to seeing you play some Diablo on stream. So yeah, that's that. Like I said, that is going to do it for us tonight. I am going to roll us out here. Awesome show, awesome opening, great cards, and thanks to everyone who came out. And we will see you next time.
Later. Good night.